Stop everything. If you are watching this, you aren't just looking for a sign, you are standing in the middle of one. Archangel Michael is reaching through the noise of your life to show you the one specific step you've been too afraid to see. You've been asking for a roadmap, but all you see is fog. You're exhausted from making plans that fall apart and tired of feeling like you're running out of time. That paralyzing, what if I'm wrong feeling? That ends today. Michael is not going to show you the whole staircase, just the very next step. But that one step is the key to the entire door. I will reveal exactly how to identify it, but you must stay until the final minute, because that is where we perform the clarity activation that removes the blindfold before we descend into the light. Like this video to open your spiritual receptors. Subscribe to lock in your position within the army of light. Comment, "Show me the way," to invite His presence. The instruction is here. Are you ready to move? The reason you feel stuck is that you are trying to see the finish line before you've even left the starting block. We live in a world that demands 10-year plans, but the divine works in daily bread. Michael is intentionally hiding the distant future from you to keep you present. Why? Because the person you are today couldn't handle the person you are becoming. We are going to deconstruct this need to know everything and show you why the mystery is actually your greatest protection. Have you noticed that the more you think about your next move, the heavier it feels? That is because hesitation has a frequency, and it's a low one. Michael is watching you stand at the edge of the water, waiting for it to part. But the secret of the chosen is that the water only parts once your feet get wet. We're going to look at the cost of stagnation and how Michael is using your current discomfort to push you off the ledge of maybe and onto the ground of action. Michael's instructions often come in packages you don't expect. It's not always a booming voice. Sometimes it's a repetitive thought that won't leave you alone, or a specific person you keep running into. It might even be a sudden no from a project you loved. We will decode the language of redirection. I'll show you how to distinguish between a random thought and a command from the Prince of Light. You've been getting the signal, but you've been calling it anxiety. It's time to call it guidance. Before you can see the next step, Michael must clear the clutter on your internal path. You have too many voices in your head, your parents' expectations, your past failures, the world's should-haves. Michael is raising his blue sword to cut through this mental noise. We are going into a deep exploration of spiritual silence. You will learn how to mute the world so the commander's voice becomes the only one you hear. The path is already there. You just can't see it through the trash of other people's opinions. Oftentimes, the next step Michael shows you is something incredibly small, almost insignificant. A phone call, a clean desk, a single apology. This is a test of divine obedience. If you won't take the small step, why would He trust you with the kingdom? We're going to talk about the test of the mundane. Michael is looking for the yes in your spirit before he reveals the how of your success. Are you ignoring the very instruction that would set you free because it looks too simple? As you get closer to the reveal, you might feel more isolated. This is the sanctification of the chosen. Michael is pulling you away from the crowd because where you are going, the crowd cannot follow. This loneliness is not a punishment. It's a private briefing. In this section, we analyze why your circle is shrinking and why Michael is demanding your total, undivided attention. The next step requires a version of you that doesn't need external validation. We are moments away from the reveal. But notice how your mind is trying to distract you right now. Maybe you're thinking about your chores or feeling an urge to click away. This is the threshold guardian. The closer you get to your next step, the harder the shadows try to keep you blind. Michael is standing guard over your focus. He is asking you to lean in closer. The veil is thinning. The instruction is vibrating in the air. Can you feel it? Here is the divine clarity. Your next step is the act of alignment. Michael is revealing that you have been trying to solve a spiritual problem with physical tools. Your assignment is to stop doing and start being. He is showing you that your next step is to commit to the unknown. For some, it is leaving a toxic environment. For others, it is finally launching that project you've hidden for years. The next step is whatever makes your heart race and your fear scream. Because where your fear is, your growth is. Michael is literally pointing his sword at that one thing you've been avoiding. That is your path. To walk this path, you must apply the Michael strategy immediately. Within the next 24 hours, you are to take one physical action that proves to the universe you heard the call. If it's a career change, research the first step. If it's a healing, send the message. Michael is providing the shield of boldness. You won't feel ready, and that's the point. Readiness is a myth. Obedience is a reality. You will find that the moment you move, the resources, the money, and the people will materialize out of thin air to meet you at that step. The blindfold is off. The step is clear. The Prince of the heavenly host has spoken, and now the power is in your hands. You are no longer waiting for life to happen to you. You are happening to life. Michael is sealing this instruction into your heart so you cannot forget it. Like this video to anchor this divine command into your reality. Subscribe and hit the bell to ensure you stay aligned with the army of Light's daily movements. Comment, "I am moving in faith," to announce your breakthrough to the heavens. Share this video with someone who is paralyzed by indecision. As you light their path, Michael will make yours shine even brighter. The fog is gone. The step is yours. Take it now. Amen.